Hey guys, it's Katie here, and I'm going to attempt my first ever process video. I'm going to do a 12 by 12 layout, and it's been a while since I've done one. I've been focusing mostly on my December daily and my project life, so I'm kind of itching to get back into doing 12 by 12. So I'm going to do probably some sort of a grid layout, which is sort of my go-to design, especially if I've been away from it for a while. Because I'm super comfortable with those, and I think it'll be a good way to get back in. So I'm gonna use this Snow and Cocoa line from Crate Paper. I've got the super cute 6x6 paper pad, which I think will be great for a grid. These adorable clips, paper clips. Some of the wood veneer, and then these awesome chipboard pieces. I especially love this one. I'm definitely using that. So I've got that. I may use some thickers, not sure. And then I also pulled out some of the Pretty Little Studio, the Here Comes the Sun line. I just thought the colors kind of looked nice, and even though it's a summery line, I might use some pieces of this. And then I also cut some snowflakes in my silhouette that I may add. And I'm going to use this photo of my 3 kiddos. This is about 8 years ago now, but super cute, and I thought it would look good with all of these products. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward and get started. So for some reason, the first part of my video didn't want to upload, so you missed me going through all the papers in that 6x6 pad and cutting them out and trying to figure out how I want them on my page. I tried to do them all over the background, but in the end I just decided to use those 8 on the bottom to do just like a half-page grid. And then I placed my photo in the center at the top. I did decide to back it with that Pretty Little Studio heart paper. I just love that, so cute, and I think it helps ground the photo up there and create some sort of balance with the patterns below. So here I'm finally just committing to those squares. I took them over to my sewing machine and stitched around, I think I did 4 of the squares just to add a little detail. And now I'm kind of figuring out where I want my embellishments to go. I know I want my title there in the middle, and now I'm putting the snowflakes around, and I'm thinking about those flares, but then I realized that I really need to add some gold to, because there's gold on that Let It Snow, I wanted a few other areas that had that gold on it too. So I was going to put something on each of the snowflakes, but there was only 2 of the little snowflake shaped ones, so I just went with those. And then took the other flare out for that cute bird. I knew I wanted to use one of those little birds. They're so adorable. And then I wanted to add some of the chipboard snowflakes, which were super hard to get off of that packaging. I really thought I was going to break them, but I didn't. And then I did something that I don't always do, but I printed out my journaling to add some strips. I've been lately mostly just handwriting my journaling, mostly because I was just too lazy to go print it out. And I always add it at the end, and sometimes just run out of space to add type journaling. So I went with the strips, and I was thinking I was going to add them at the bottom, but in the end I actually changed my mind. And you'll see that in a second. I just didn't like it in those little squares. So I decided to put them on either side of the photo, and I think that looks a lot better up there. And again, I think it helps balance the layout a little more so it's not super bottom heavy. And at this point you can see that I still haven't adhered my photo down. I have some commitment issues in that area, even though I know I want it there. I don't know why I waited so long to do that. Yeah, I guess I do normally do that. So anyway, putting down the journaling. And then I'm finally figuring out I need to do something about my photo. Make sure it's in the right spot. Those strips, that's why I don't do them very often. They're kind of a lot of work to put down. So I'm finally adhering that. And then I realized that I want to stitch around that photo too, which is something I do often. So I take it over to my machine, and there you can see the stitching. And now I'm finalizing. Committing to all the placements, all those embellishments. After I adhered it, I didn't love that clip anymore, so I decided to take it off. I actually think it looks much better without it, even though I love that super cute clip. Now taking off, I used a lot of those foam pop dot adhesives on that title, just to make sure it was all even. And that's about it. There it is, the finished page. And I'm going to leave you with some final photos of it. Thanks so much for watching.